You're ready? Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Travis Johnson,
My name is Laura Burns.
My name is Maya Lim.
My name is Abraham Rodriguez.
and today we'll be presenting to you our studio we've made called Unos Civatas. So, Unos Civatas was formed in, let's see, 2125, so that would be 100 years from now. And it's based off the cities of Wakanda. That was Moore's idea. And also some futuristic cities that I've seen. And so Unos Civatas will be split up into 4 different districts. There's the residential district, a more urban district, an industrial district, and then a rural district. So each district has its own role to play for the quality and the advancement of the city. So the urban district would be business opportunities, stuff like that, where also colleges are there, just like this one. The more the more residential district is where more people live, so there would be more neighborhoods. And in the residential district, there's a pretty massive issue, it's like all across the U.S., called food deserts. Do any of you know that? And it's about when there still might be food, but it's not healthy, or it's not, or it may not be, it might not be healthy for the average family. And that's also especially an issue in the United States, because just how much fast food there is, just like all across the country, whether that be McDonald's or like Burger King. And Unos Civatas wants to fix this by installing government-funded grocery stores, which is also inspired by, I forgot his name, but it was a New York governor, and it has healthy foods like veggies, vegetables, meal prep, stuff like that. So then the average family in Unos Civatas can get what their family needs on a day-to-day basis. And
Another part of our city is as well as our school systems, because education in our city is also a major part. For our cities, we will have like the basic curriculum, math, PLA, science, social studies, and that, but we will also implement a mandatory permaculture lesson so that everybody can learn how to farm and just create their own vegetation. And it'll also help produce more farms throughout the city, since the city is still developing. And another thing too, going off of the whole grocery stores and restaurants, which we implemented to only be within like 5 to 15 minutes walking distance. We also still have cars, but most of them will be either electric or just ran on like fossil fuels, just to cut down the carbon footprint and make it more, better for the environment. And we also just tend to have like around like 5 to like 8 schools depending on each district, but there will be more. And
Okay, so concluding from what they just said, and just a conclusion to it, our city is helping with living standards, food waste, making sure young kids, like they said, get good like learning and having good skills and just stuff like that. Oh, the city has started in, I think, 2081?
2125.
2021.
okay, and that's what we have so far for our city. And and for the bottom as well too, for the water system, we also have primarily for the septic system, we have various water filters underneath so that since we have like since we're going to use the water as our water source, obviously we need to filter that out since like water isn't clean on its own. And we also have various like a type of contraction that will basically break down any type of food that may have went bad into a biodegradable fuel that can be used for various things like the cars or even just made into materials for machinery throughout the city.
And